Welcome to Mani Monday. Today I'm going to be applying this set here. This is a new set that's actually available now on my website. It's called Pineapple Whip, and it just reminded me of a nice juicy pineapple, so that's why I called it Pineapple Whip. And also in today's video, we're going to talk about sizing of press-on nails, because that is something that I think people get confused by a lot. So I'm just gonna jump right in. I'm gonna talk about sizing, and then we'll jump right into the application of this set. Two of the ways I recommend that you should size yourself. The first way is using a tape measure, one of the flexible ones, not one from like a toolbox, not a ruler, not a yardstick, a measuring tape. And what you want to do is you want to turn it to the side that says millimeter. So there's the centimeter side and, and there's the centimeter side. On the centimeter side is where the millimeters are. So in between each centimeter are the millimeters, okay? So you're going to use that, okay? And I usually recommend having someone help you, because as you're going to see here in a second, it can be hard to do this with one hand like I'm about to attempt to do. Having someone help you will give you the best chance at being accurate with the measuring tape. But you want to find the widest portion of your nail. I'm going to use the thumb because I can kind of use my forefinger. Find the widest part of your nail. So like the widest part of my thumbnail is the middle here. So I'm taking the measuring tape, I'm placing it from one edge of the nail across the nail to the other edge. And then what I'm going to do is count those little millimeter dashes there. And mine comes to 18, so that means I'm a size 0. So again, few things to remember. Having someone help you will make it easier. You can kind of manipulate it, but it might not be as accurate. Make sure you're using the widest part of your nail. What happens if you measure up here at the tip of your nail? You're not going to get an accurate reading. So again, widest portion of your nail on the edge, measure across. So that's one way you can measure your nails. Couple things about measuring your nails with measuring tape. You want to measure every nail, so your right and your left, because your fingers can be, like your hands can be different sizes, your nails on each hand. So this hand might have completely different sizes than this hand, which is normal and is okay. And that's why you want to measure all 10. Don't measure just the left hand and think that, okay, I'll just copy it for the right. Just to be sure, measure both. NailCandyPressOns.com does offer custom sizing, so you can give your sizes as they are as you measure them, and we'll make sure that you get the right sizes. So that's way number one. Way number two, it's probably the easiest. It will maybe take longer to get your nails, only because you're going to want to order a sizing kit first. Now, you can order this directly from my website, but these sizing kits come in specific shapes. And the reason why that's important is because some of the shapes, specifically I'm thinking of like the stiletto shape and like the round shape, they size differently than some of the other shapes. And so if you want to err on the side of safety, I recommend ordering nails in whatever shape you're thinking of like having your set in. So honestly, right now, if you're like, ooh, I'm thinking of a medium coffin and a medium stiletto maybe at some point in life, hop on the website, order them sizing kits, have them at home ready to go when you're ready to order your nails. Because, again, not every shape is going to size the same way. So this one here that I have is a short sculpted square, which is actually the shape I'm using today. And it's just the more, like a little lengthier than the natural square, and it has like sharper edges. So it might size a little different, I don't know, but even if it didn't, and you could just use this because you don't want to use the measuring tape. It's easier to just take these and use it. And all you do is take, like, so this is a size 0 here. You take it, that's my size, so I'm just gonna show you guys how it would fit. You slide it on there. Okay, my thumb is a 0. Then we're going to size the forefinger. I wear 4, so I'm just going to pop that off. You size it. You write down what your forefinger is. You do this for all 10 fingers, and then write down your sizes, keep them somewhere safe for whenever you want to make an order. So 2 ways to size. The measuring tape you can do easily, quickly at home. You may not get an accurate reading for shapes like stiletto or round. And that's the only reason why I would recommend a sizing kit over using measuring tape, because you can guarantee that the sizing will be 100% accurate. So if you're interested in sizing kits, you want to like stock up for future orders, they're on my website now for $2.50 a piece. Like I said, I recommend ordering them now kind of ahead of like ordering your actual set. So that way when it's time to order the actual sets, you already have your sizing kit and you don't have to wait extra time to get the sizing kit and go back and make the order. So those are 2 ways to size your nails. So with all of that said, we're going to jump right into the manicure. I have prepped my nails, but I am going to show you guys really quick what comes in your sizing kit, because everything you need to apply your nails is in this set or in this kit. So I always start by like filing my nails down and evening them out, making sure they're all the same length. That's just a personal preference thing. And then I push my cuticles back with a cuticle stick. And then I will buff to get rid of all the excess oils on your nails. You do not want any oil on your nail. In fact, I'm looking at some right here. You don't want any oil on the nail, because then the nail won't adhere, obviously. So the buffer is really important. The alcohol wipe is optional. I personally don't use alcohol wipes on my nails in between applications, because I like the little dusties that are left behind after you buff, because I feel like it just kind of helps the glue stick a little bit more. Like a frictional surface, so to speak, like sandpaper-ish-esque. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but you know what I mean? Like, it just gives it a little extra grip. So I don't use them, but a lot of people do, and it's fine with the application. You just wipe off the excess stuff with the alcohol wipe after you buff. And then these are adhesive tabs if you're looking for a more temporary wear. So I'm talking mostly to like my nurses or my doctors, or even people that are just trying to wear a certain set for a certain outfit, so to speak. Adhesive tabs are more temporary. They can last anywhere from like 1 to 4 days, depending on like the length of the nail, how they've been applied, etc. So that's what comes in the kit. And then obviously a little business card and the best glue in the world. So we're just gonna jump right into application. Let me just do kind of like a once over. I always, right before I apply, I always just make sure, like, you really don't want any type of oil or liquid or lotion or anything on the surface of the nail. And sorry, like, my nails are a little janky right now because I work a lot with my hands, but I'll be getting a nice little manicure soon to kind of fix that. And go back to my daily life of press ons. So let's go ahead and get started. If you haven't watched my how to apply for long lasting wear video, I highly recommend watching that, because I do give a lot of gems of just how to like apply press ons. You know, there is a little bit of a learning curve if it's not something you've done really or like in a while. So I highly recommend going to watch that video. I have received a lot of really good feedback about that video. It was very helpful to folks. So yeah, watch if you haven't. So I do like to alternate. And listen, it takes about maybe 10 minutes to do a set. But again, I do not, even though it's quick, I don't recommend, unless you absolutely have to, I don't recommend doing them 10 minutes before you have to walk out the door and go somewhere. Like, for me, I want to give my nails a chance to set and give them the best possible chance at long wear. Now, here's a few more tips and tricks for y'all, because, you know, things do happen, and sometimes, yeah, a nail might pop off. I don't see it as a big deal, because it's just like, You know, there have been times when I went to the nail shop and my nail broke, and in order for me to fix it, I gotta go all the way back to the nail shop and have them fix it and, you know, do the acrylic and everything like that. Whereas if my nail pops off, I just buff my nail and pop that BI right back on. You feel me? And so the tip I want to give y'all is I always keep a glue in some of the most important places. I recommend getting a little Ziploc bag, putting a glue at your office, in your car, and maybe in your purse. So that way, you know, if you ever have any issues, you just pop that son of a gun right back on and carry on about your day. Now, again, I don't recommend doing a whole set right as you're like going somewhere really important, unless it's an absolute dire situation. You're like, your nails are like looking real hot mess, and you're just like, I need, you know, because these are even quicker and better than, you know, painting your nails. Like, you pop these on and get out the door quick, but you really want your nails to set really good before getting active and living your life. So again, I'm going to reiterate this for everyone because I really want you to understand how important it is to do your nails at night before bed. Do them at night before bed. Do them after you showered. Don't do them before you shower. Do them after you take your evening bath because you don't want to get these wet for a while. You want to let them set, let them live their life, let them adhere to the nail. Okay, so see, that's what happens if you put too much glue. My girls know. It's the most annoying thing in the world if you accidentally put too much glue and it gets all over your fingers. So luckily I caught it right before it got aggressive and whoop. And yeah, we're good. So I'll keep on moving through. What other tips do I have for y'all? I don't know. None right now in terms of applying. I've given you all the really good stuff. I highly recommend too, if you're ever making an order from Nail Candy, the directions, I put a lot of these tips and tricks in there. So yeah, make sure you read over those before application. And then yeah, if you need a refresher, just watch my video. Good. All right, y'all, here's the finished product. Again, this shape that I have on is the short Sculpted Square. I usually wear these, like, first of all, I'm the type of person that always has to have her nails done, so, but unfortunately when I'm working during the week and making nails, I can't wear like the super long lengths. So this is a very happy medium where it's like a shorter length. It's like a little more on the natural side, but it's also, it has a little bit of length to give me just kind of like that extra oomph. So that's why I like this shape. So this set is called Pineapple Whip. and it's available on the website now. And you can order in any finish in any shape. So yeah, that is this week's Mani Monday. Thank y'all for coming and doing your nails with me, and I'll see you on the next Mani Monday, which won't be next week but the week after. So stay tuned, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next video.